Okay, welcome to Tribal Council Outlaw District. We just had a tribe swap a couple of days ago. We have a culmination of people all up in this, a conglomeration of people all up on this tribe from the Cassidy District, from the Sundance District, and as well from the Geronimo District. So this Tribal Council is going to be interesting. There are 9 of you here. There's about 6 people on the edge, so one of you will be joining them at the end of tonight's proceedings. We're going to start off Tribal Council with a question and answer ceremony. Carlos, we'll start with you. You were the only person, when the Outlaw District was created, you were the only person who in this district. So when the tribe swap happened, it was like all these new people were walking into your home. How has the tribe swap been for you?
I think it's been interesting because if you look at the dynamic, it almost feels like I'm surrounded by, not for lack of a better term, 4 pairs plus me. There's 2 people, Alex and Drew, that are coming from the same tribe. Corey and Latanya just came from the same tribe. Odd and Abby were starting at the same tribe, and then Zach and Haley came from the same tribe. So it definitely felt a little bit overwhelming, not to add to the fact that like I had not spoken to like 5 of those people, and it was my first time communicating with them. So it definitely wasn't a good look or a good swap for me, to say the least.
So if it wasn't a good swap for you, do you feel kind of nervous tonight? You don't have a duo to have your back.
I definitely feel kind of nervous, and it's not even because of like the dynamic and how the swap happened. It's more how the date was going today. It's definitely gone a lot quieter than I expected. I think last night it was a little bit more scrambling, and today has been pretty quiet, which tells me that 1, either there's a plan that I'm not involved in, or 2, that everybody's just kind of like, oh, I guess we're just gonna let the chips fall where they fall and nobody's caring, which I don't know if I want to believe that nobody really cares about like what the result of this tribal council.
Okay, so you said it was quiet today and it was chitter chattery yesterday after the vote. In your perspective, who was quiet
today?
Yeah, who was quiet? You said like people were quiet, or just in general, like everybody
was quiet, and it was weird. I know that I've heard talks about like people thinking that I have an idol, and if they wanted to make me feel comfortable, just to say like today was not the day, like they did not do their.
They did not. So you're not feeling comfortable. There's no blind side if you did have an idol staying in your pocket tonight.
Right.
So if Carlos does have an idol, it could potentially be played tonight because you're not comfortable. These people did not make it feel comfortable. How was the swap for you, Corey? You had just gotten out of a tribal council where you played 2 idols. Latanya had an idol. You had an idol. Sharonica was just idled out of the game. And then a swap happens. Was this like, yes, for you? Or was this, you didn't, explain. How many you felt?
Yeah, well, honestly, there's only 4 people on the fucking tribe, the district. So I was definitely excited because it doesn't matter how good of a position you think you're in, but at the end of the day, there's only 4 people. That's not much wiggle room. So, yeah, I was definitely excited for a swap, just in general, because honestly, with the tribe that small, anything could really happen. So I was definitely looking forward to like something else.
Now, how has this tribe been for you? If we look at original tribes right now, you're on a tribe with 4 ex-Geronimo members. You have Drew, you have Alex, you have yourself. That's 4 members of a 9-person tribe. If original tribe line stood, how do you feel about the vote tonight?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think anything could happen in this game. I think, yeah, there are original district lines, but I think, there's relationships that go past, your original. Because remember, the twist this season, people have been talking since the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. So someone's bond, just because you were never on a tribe with them, doesn't necessarily mean it's not as strong. Because it's not like we just met some of these people. We've been able to talk. Now we've been able to talk to them since the very beginning. Now, have people been doing that is that's another story. If they've actually been talking to everyone when we go to the town square. But so I really do think that whole one halfway, one world tribe dynamic does change things, because it's not as cut and dry as a normal.
It's not as black and white as a season with no communication would be.
Yeah.
Fair enough, understood. How was the day for you after the loss? You lost.
Well, yeah, we lost, and who really wants to lose? I literally just went to tribal, and I already know that, I already have a big target on my back after using 2 idols. So I obviously didn't want to come back here again.
Do you feel nervous tonight? Because, like you just said, the most recent tribal council in everybody's mind is the tribal council where Corey played an idol for Latanya.
Yeah, I am nervous. I think, if you're looking back at that, obviously I didn't even want to even have to play one of those idols, but I did what I had to do in the circumstances, and here we are. I think one thing I've told several people is, I think if you take me out, you're going to become a bigger target yourself, because as we know, people have shot at me, people have targeted me. So, and I think, take me out, that's fine, good for you. However, then who's going to become a bigger target? You are, in my opinion.
Thank you, Corey. Odd. I'm taking a look at everybody here right now, and I do feel like perhaps I've seen you the most at Tribal Council this season. Give or take maybe Corey and Latanya, but I still do think I've seen your face here the most. So you've survived the most Tribal Councils.
Yeah, I love Tribal Council.
So how are you feeling tonight? This is the biggest tribe you've been on. Some unfamiliar faces on a tribe that you haven't been on a tribe with, but you might know through the district. How are you feeling?
I never feel good at Tribal. I've been voted out too many times. I don't know. We'll see. It like was said earlier, it's been very quiet. It's not usually a lot happens in the last hour before Tribal, but that didn't happen.
Yeah,
really.
so as a Tribal Council veteran, like as an Oak Creek Canyon Tribal Council vet, you just said that tonight was quiet. Does that concern you at all?
Tribal Council vet.
Yeah, quiet is not good.
Was it quiet for anybody else? So we have a couple people that said it was quiet. Carlos said it was quiet. Odd said it was quiet. Was it quiet for anybody else? We got a couple of nods.
Absolutely. It was quiet. It was annoyingly quiet, actually.
So does that make you feel nervous, Latanya? You just survived the vote by the skin of your teeth.
I'm more nervous than a hooker in church right now with a fat eye. Because, honey, when it comes to right now, this tribe got some good players, and I know that the game has to be played. Feelings can't be involved, and all trying to stick with your tribe and all that fucking shit. That shit does not fly over well. So it's like, it's so, and the reason, and the annoyingly quiet part made it even worse for me, because now, like Corey said, he's this big target, and then he played an idol with me. So it's like, yeah, bitch, you're right with him now.
Do you feel like you are bearing some of that target from Corey now?
Yes, that's what yes, more than 100%.
And does that make you feel vulnerable tonight?
Not cool. Wait, one more time?
Does that make you feel vulnerable tonight, that you're also
1,000% vulnerable?
Because as
absolutely.
Carlos stated, it's a tribe of quote-unquote duos, whether it is actually
that's not how I play this game. Yeah. All that shit is,
Do you consider
even if it's 20 people left in the game, you still got to play for yourself.
Yeah. Do you consider this tribe swap like a new start for you? Do you think?
At first I did. If we would have won, it would have felt like that, but it don't feel like that now.
So if you had a couple more days of safety to mingle and get to know people, you think that
I think I would be better. I would feel a little. No, you know what? Nah, that's like 50-50 yes and no.
It can go either way. Swing. Yeah. What
are
you basing your vote on tonight? I just think
that people need to stop fucking,
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
I'm basing my vote off of being strategic and playing the game. Not no fucking... I just don't want to be grouped up with people so early. And I say early, even though it's 6 people on the extinction, but at the same time, I just so sick of people playing with their feelings and trying to be all clicky right now, because clicky ain't gonna get you nowhere, and strategic game moves is what is gonna get you where you need to go, and that's what I'm basing my vote off of.
Thank you, Latonya. Abby.
What? Okay, I gotta put on mute.
This is your third tribe, third district, third buff.
Right.
How has the swap affected your game for the third time?
Yeah, like everybody said, it's been super quiet today, which is always unsettling, because you kind of, as much as you don't want the chaos, you want the chaos because at least then you kind of have an idea of where everybody stands. When it's quiet, you can't get a read on anybody.
So has this been a different tribal council compared to your previous ones?
The last two I came in knowing exactly how the vote was going to go. It was decided almost 24 hours before each time, and it kind of went to plan. This time it could go 1,000 different ways, and this is the first tribal that I'm actually sitting here where I'm actually thinking I could end up on the edge after it. So
if it's not you tonight, who is it?
As quiet as it's been today, it literally could be anybody. You come in thinking you have a plan, but you don't know what the others are planning. So when you don't know, it could literally be anybody.
So is this caginess? Why do you think it's like that, this tribal council? Is it because the game's at a point where it's getting...
I think it's because everybody's a little scared and a little cowardly. I mean, this is Survivor. Stop fucking around, okay? And I consider this the most intense, best Survivor game online, period. And they know fucking well that this is almost like the real thing. We just ain't outside, we inside. And then you stop fucking playing games and play the game. I'm sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
It really comes down to the breakdown of the tribe. I mean, you essentially have a tribe that on paper looks divided. So everyone's scared to say anything because all it takes is one vote. One vote flips everything.
So what do you mean by it all? It takes one vote.
If on paper, how it looks is you have 4 original Geronimo, you have 3 original Cassidy, and you have 2 original Sundance. It would only make sense that the 2 original tribes that are in the minority would team up for an advantage.
Because
it literally only takes
to try to combat the district that has the most people on this
team. But again, when you're looking at essentially a 5-4 vote, it takes one. One vote changes everything.
When the tribes were originally broken down, were you enthused because Alex got the opportunity? Because that just solidified a group of 4 green people on this tribe.
I don't know,
my name is Red Obsession, and green do not define me. Just know that.
Red Obsession, that is true.
It's weird because every tribe that I've been on has...
Bless you, Alex. I see you sneezing over there. Sorry.
Every tribe I've been on has had a completely different dynamic, but it's like every time I can't get my feet under me, and it's just when I'm starting to feel comfortable, it changes again. So,
Zach, so Abby was just letting us know about on paper the dynamics of the tribe. There's 4 green, 2 yellow, 3 red, or something like that. I don't really know the dynamics, but only one person needs to flip to the green tribe if the green tribe were to be a strong unit. All it takes is one person to flip. If the tribe was broken down tonight, this tribal council is very pivotal. Do you agree with Abby's assessment?
Yeah, I do. Because obviously there is a group of 4 that started together. So from my perspective, it wouldn't make sense for one person to go to that side and clearly be the odd one out.
What happens if somebody does go? What happens if one of you did decide? What would be their play, or why, in your opinion?
Well, I think they'd maybe make it further for the moment, for the short-term game, but in the long term, they're not getting to the end. And the fact that it's been so quiet is what worries me, because
so you're another one who has been quiet.
Everyone thinks they have a majority. So if they think they have a majority and they're not talking to me, I'm not part of their majority.
So because it's been quiet and the lines are seemingly semi-drawn, we'll see tonight. We're not sure where the lines are. But does that make you feel vulnerable? Especially because this is your first tribal council. Welcome.
Yeah, I feel very vulnerable, especially not knowing what the dynamics before a tribal are normally like. I didn't know whether this quietness was what's expected, and then everyone else being surprised by how quiet it is. I don't know whether that comforts me or makes me more nervous. But I definitely feel like I could be in danger because there are still 7 original Red members from the Cassidy tribe, and even though I don't see us as a tight unit, from the outside people could think, well, let's make sure there's not a Red majority at merge.
Haley, does that make you nervous? You're sort of in the same position as Zach. You've never been to tribal council. You're part of the Red team who's been dominating this game. If you guys had stayed on Red, you'd continue the winning streak with that Red team. Do you feel like people are panning their knives in the Red area, the Red tribe area, wherever you guys are?
I mean, logically, yeah, they probably are because, I mean, we were on a winning streak, so obviously we have some type of strength or whatever you want to call it. So why wouldn't they?
Do you how do you feel about the tribe swap for you? You just lost immunity. You're not on Red anymore. Tell me a little bit about the tribe swap in your opinion.
Thanks for tribe fucking me.
Is that how you feel right now?
Yeah.
Do you feel vulnerable tonight?
Yes and no.
Yeah. Why yes and why no? Why a little bit of both?
Because, like, nobody's really talking. So, like, I don't know or people are acting sketchy, so I don't know if I'm, like...
Who, if you won, you said people are acting sketchy. Is it that just general consensus because it's tribal council, or is there somebody in particular who's sketching you out?
Just in, like, general.
Got it. Drew, how has it been getting to know some of these other people in the game? Because you've been on Geronimo since the start, and now here you are. You have a whole tribe of new people. How's it been?
It's been good. It's nice getting to know some new faces, but we know we're playing Survivor here. People are very careful with what they say and do. So how do you know who you can really trust? I think it's very apparent that I've been with Alex since the beginning, so that's really who I do confide in is Alex. So I'm trying to cut through the bullshit and see who's really being honest and who's not.
Do you think after tonight's vote that would be more apparent?
I think so.
What have you done to make sure it's not you tonight? If there's two sides, or even if there's just all these bunch of names going around, what have you done to make sure, hey, it's not Drew, please?
I've spoken my cases to those who I've talked to. I let them know, hey, look, I'm here to play the game. Let's play together. Let's move forward. And I'm hoping what I'm telling them they take at face value.
Now, a little bit to work off of the LaTanya question. You were from the Geronimo tribe. You watched Corey play the idol on LaTanya. She feels like there's a target on her. Do you feel like because you were on the original Geronimo tribe with Corey, that you might have some sort of target associated with the target that he is carrying right now? Or do you think, I haven't been on tribe with Corey since Sundance, and now I'm on a new tribe. This is a new game right now.
Oh, I think I'm getting grouped in with Geronimo, and those here know it. I've said it to them. I'm here to play my own game, and I hate that I'm getting grouped in to this group. So,
amen to that.
So I'm just here. I'm here to play my game. That's really all I can say. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just.
Do you think it would be wise if this tribe decided it's Drew's time to go?
If they vote me out, there must have been a good reason for it. I don't think they should, but obviously, if people have plans that they didn't include me in, then it very well could be me.
Alex, where do you think it went wrong in the last challenge?
Are you really going to ask me that?
Yeah, where did it go wrong? You guys were doing good up until certain points. What happened?
Well, we kind of got stuck on, I think it was like 2 questions. And none of us could find the answer, so I can't blame it on just any one person. None of us could find it.
Do you think that you guys performed decently enough for a tribe that just was created?
I mean, we haven't really gotten to know each other yet, so I would say yes, because we haven't learned how each other works yet. So, I mean, we performed the best we could have, not really knowing each other. Some of us know how each other works, but not all of us know how everybody works.
What have you done to make sure it's not you tonight? Sort of same question as Drew.
I mean, I guess I've just talked to people and make sure they're not voting me.
What's your case?
And promise them the same.
What's your case? Is it, I promise you not to vote
I don't
me?
want to be grouped in with Geronimo just because of rumors and all that stuff. I want everybody to see that I'm playing my own game. And yes, I am with Drew, obviously. That's like the one person I do trust in this game. But
do you think it could work in your favor, being open about being close with Drew? So people should.
It could, or it could hurt me. You never know what's going to happen.
What are you basing your vote on tonight, Alex?
What's best for my game.
Before we get to the vote, I know the theme of this tribal council has been, this is a new tribe. You guys are cagey. There could be seemingly two sides to this camp. Does anybody feel super vulnerable and want the opportunity to try to change somebody's mind here tonight? Because this is your last opportunity. One of you are about to be voted out of this game. So unmute if you have anything you want to say. The floor is yours.
The motherfucking cat got out. Okay, that's all.
The cat got out of the bag. Anybody else?
Baby, is it meow? This motherfucker's out. Okay, sorry, y'all.
Latanya, check Skype.
What, bitch?
This is like a whisper trying to. Does that concern
apple drink you drink?
Does that concern?
That tells you a lot about somebody that drinks apple orchard as a grown man.
Does the fact that Corey just said Latanya check Skype, does that concern anybody? That's sort of like in the show when somebody gets up and whispers to somebody else.
I mean, it's the most we've heard from them all day.
Let me see your motherfucker whispering.
Get over here.
Let me see your motherfucker whispering.
Get
Okay, fucking, I'm in tribal council, bitch.
Sorry, you want to tell the rest of the tribe what you have to say to Latanya?
What?
You want to tell the rest of the tribe what you have to say to Latanya? Because
no, that's between her and me.
Whoa! What happened? I heard my name. I didn't know what happened. What happened?
Carlos asked if Corey wants to share what he had to tell you in messages.
Hit him into the backyard.
Does he want to share and tell me in a message? Wait, what?
No, Corey said Latanya check Skype, and then Carlos asked if Corey wants to share what he has to say.
Oh no, I'm not checking that shit. I already know what the fuck I'm doing. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, the games is over. Okay. Carlos, I had a conversation. We ain't doing that, okay? That's all of y'all. Let's get to the vote.
Oh gosh! Oh, I'm getting Denise flashbacks.
I'm just so annoyed with
Jeremy, we're done. Jeremy, we're done. All right,
fuck
guys,
me. Let's
it's
go.
Time to vote. PM me. Make your way to Skype.
Fuck my life.
The name of
now,
the
if it's me, I'm gonna fuck all of y'all up. I'm gonna just punch all of y'all in the face.
PM me the name of the person you were voting out. I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm gonna tally the votes, and I will be back.